Coach Simmons here, and I want to get this out real quick. Be a short video for today. I want to use this picture in particular because it shows the Jackson State homecoming. And I also had a narrative that only Jackson State gets fans. Well, I'm reading some stats off to you. I'm going to go all the way down, number 14 team in the FCS, Alcorn, 12,018 fans a game. Now, for that, number 13, Alabama A&M, 12,934. Norfolk State, 15,656. Southern, 17,465. FAMU, 17,616. Alabama State, 19,690. And, of course, Jackson State, I love, 30,060. Those are the attendance figures for 2023 for the FCS HBCUs. Let's go over some more numbers if you don't mind. We'll go over the rolling 4 or 5 year average for some FBS schools. So we'll start with Buffalo, number 115 in the country, 12,956. New Mexico, 116, 12,726. Eastern Michigan, 117, 12,708. Coastal Carolina, number 118, 12,612. ULM, 119, 12,570. Middle Tennessee State, number 120, 12,475. San Jose State, 121, 12,304. Miami University, 122, 11,761. Bowling Green, 123, 11,752. Mexico State, 124, 11,689. Akron, 125, 11,606. Central Michigan, 126, 11,388. Kent State, 127, 10,414. Charlotte, 128, 9,821. FIU, 129, 9,207. You have a Ball State, 130, 8,866. And UMass, 131, 7,935. And of course, Northern Illinois, 7,493. And Sam Houston State, 6,200. Those are your lower FBS school attendance figures. HBCUs will be ranked no lower than 116. All of them ranked ahead of those schools. So my question is, why does the perception of HBCUs never get attendance? Because they always focus on the worst. Yes, I didn't mention Prairie View, did not mention Valley, did not mention Texas Southern or Pine Bluff. I mentioned the schools that were above. You're always going to have some schools that are lagging behind. That's just how the world goes. Everybody can't be a CEO. Everybody cannot run the world. But it also brings up another question. If we are leading in some of those categories, as far as attendance figures goes, why are they scared to play us at our house? Why are they scared to come to an FCS school? A lower level HBCU. Well, we can thank your Black National Champion, FAMU, for that. The last time they came down and played in Tallahassee, it didn't go so well. In fact, bring that up, you can say the loss to FAMU is what kickstarted the Miami Hurricanes dynasty. Yes, FAMU's lost about 10 or so straight to them, but that one win put them on the map, which helped them go to be the, defending FCS champion or Division I AA champion at the time. But it also showed the world that you can go anywhere and win. Do you really think that wants to happen again? At the time, Miami was not one of those big powerhouse schools. They were just a normal, independent FBS or Division I-A school. But I'm also not saying that some of these schools are going to beat the Georgias, the Alabamas, because, of course, every single time you bring up playing an FBS school, all the naysayers are going to say, play Georgia or Alabama, which has a 40 to 50-year head start on the talent needed to win these games. But for the schools I've named, the lower levels, ULMs, the Kentucky, West Kentucky, I'm sorry, the Charlottes, New Mexico States. Let's not forget, New Mexico State damn near lost to, no, I'm sorry, I take that back. UTEP damn near lost to Bethune-Cookman a couple years ago at home. So the talent is not as far off as you would think on these lower level schools, which is also why I think the FBS fears HBCUs. You look at what happened with James Madison and to a lesser extent Jacksonville State. They moved up to the FBS rankings and damn near won the conferences, got in the bowl games within 1 to 2 years. If HBCU does that, they will have a bigger limelight because it'll show that, hey, we can go and play at a higher level. Think about that for a second. What argument would a kid have to be made to go from Southern Miss University to Jackson State University if they're on the same level? What argument can be made to go to FIU or FAU as according to FAMU if they're on the same level? And I know they're on different groups as far as FBS and FCS, but let's say FIU loses to FAMU. How can you convince a kid to go to FIU now? Let's say Southern Miss loses to Jackson because they played at Jackson and got their ass beat. How can you convince a kid to go to Southern Miss over Jackson State? The power play of these schools on the lower levels, the hanger-ons of these Power 5 conferences, are what's keeping lower level HBCUs and FCS schools down, which is why Delaware jumped up. But if they really, really wanted to play a HBCU, they can do a home and home, or they can do a neutral site game. It's been done before. But I don't think they're willing to take that risk of getting another L on the road to the HBCU. That's the fear. It's not even in the playing field, because if we're even, baby, we're ahead. It's Coach. I'm out.